morning, everyone. This is Karen Lynn, and welcome to Spiritual Split Splash. This is episode 17. Spiritual Split Splash is all about heartfelt, hopeful conversations that guide to greater well-being. Today, I'm going to be joined by Sajana Godar, who is a spiritual master, a contemporary mystic visionary, a clairvoyant empath, who had been blessed by Mother Nature 23 years ago to awaken and now help humanity.
Namaste, everyone. Namaste, Karin. Thank you for being here together at this moment. If you don't mind, maybe can we play Just Relax for a moment?
Of course.
Just relax. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's very important to be relaxed, first of all. Yeah. There's nothing to worry or to be in a hurry. Just take your time, just relax, feel relaxed.
Thank you,
Then
Sajana.
we can.
I appreciate that.
I will om 3 times just to feel your own energy, just to be in ourselves and just relax, just be in this present moment. Shanti, 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 Shanti. Thank you, everyone, and namaste, and thank you, Karin, for being here together.
Thank you.
The reality which I have experienced myself, that's the thing. So to come in that point also, I will just tell a bit story about myself, how I was and how it happened. This is the kind of thing which might be easy to share, but might be difficult to, because everything is just about to feel from heart. It's more about how we open ourselves, how we understand, how we perceive, because most of the time it happens even when we both are talking to how I express you, how you will understand it, how you will perceive it. That also matters a lot. So though we feel like that we are communicating or maybe we are verbalizing, but still sometimes even the words might not reach to the heart what we really mean. So it's all about the energy, the flow, the understanding, because as we all are vibrational being, so how we open ourselves, like how we open our mind and heart, in that way we are able to really receive what is needed without verbalizing too. So this is kind of story in that way for me myself. So I was really very young, and I was just only 17 years, not even 18 when I got married, because in Nepal it was like that girls used to marry earlier, and for me also, like, it was really a very early marriage, even in Nepal too. Before that, as a girl, because that was a teenager time, as a girl, and from childhood itself, if I recall myself too, I was really very silent, and I had lots of friends, and it was like that. I really loved to be with everyone, just sharing, and I don't know, but how it happened, like everybody loves to share everything to me, and I was just like being with them, sharing and caring, and moreover, very silent nature. I was not like expressing or talking, but I really loved to beloved, because where I was born, in which environment I was born, my parents all had a very good environment and we were just in love. We already have known what actually means compassion, what actually is love as a child, though I didn't know like the broad meaning of what actually it looks like or what actually it means. But even my grandmother, my mother's mother, my mother, I have three brothers and one sister, and even my cousin brothers, sisters. Like, we really had a very family bonding, and that was all like sharing love and compassion. It was just like sharing whatever we have, even like eating together, sitting together, even my friends too. So that was the thing. But I was not like a girl who was like a really religious. What I believe was like, whatever we can, why don't we do for the one who are really in need? So, as you know, in Nepal, like, people follow Buddhism and Hinduism both. It is not like they really do lots of rituals, but it was like that where I was born. But I was never into that things. And once, even now also, I remember when I was just grateful, my parents took me to temple and I didn't went inside. And they were like, why you don't want to come inside? And for me, I saw the people who were outside the temple. There were lots of beggars. There were lots of people who were in need. And I told to them, why don't we give food to them better than to go inside? So it was like a kind of that. And even for me, like my brother, my elder brother and me, he's just younger than me, 5 years younger than me. So all family members are like friends, and all three brothers, we have very beautiful bonding. And all of a sudden, I got married, and I just had finished my grade 10 in school when in Nepal, and just had joined like college, and it was only nearly 1 month, and that was summer vacation. So there came like, it's like that, we don't know people already, the boy already. There was like somebody told, okay, there is a man, this and that, and then I was decided, like, I was arranged to get married, and it was summer vacation, and even my friends didn't knew that I was getting to married. And one of my friends, he called me, why don't you come and visit me? And I laughed and I told, I don't know, like, I'm getting married, I also don't know. And it was really funny thing, they all came. And like soon after, it was summertime in Nepal. Just after that, because till that time, I don't know, I don't have any idea, just I have finished my school life, and I was just like, as I mentioned you, with all my family members, like every time there was the full of love and compassion, my parents and everything. So all of a sudden I got married, and it was the time, like a very big change, like, I also don't know how to describe it. I got married. Before that marriage time, I was always a normal number one. Like, I was not like sick one, or I had some sickness, or I was sad one, or I was not joyful one. It was never like that. But what happened is like that. Soon after, when I got married, after 3 days, something happened to me. I also don't know. So from that moment, for 1 month, for the external world, it seemed like I am in unconscious state. I was totally in unconscious state for 1 month. Neither doctor, nobody could really found like what actually had happened to me. So that was my situation. And I also don't know, from outer part it was seen, from the external part it was seen like I was in a dead state for 1 month. Soon after the marriage, after just 3 days, and you can just imagine how it would be like 23 years ago, and in Nepal, where girl had to get married earlier, and how everybody have been affected. Like my parents, my brothers and sisters were very, very small, and they even could not imagine what had happened to their sister or even my parents. That was the situation for them all, for even my husband, because it was only 3 days, and see what happened. And that was the thing. But in internal way, that was the period, like for 1 month, the transformation, the light, though it was looking from the outer world, something has happened which is beyond anyone's thought. But something was going on, like some process. There was, I can say, like a downloading process for myself. And just after 1 month, that was the moment when everybody thought, like, it's now time. She is really going to die. This is her last moment of death. that was the moment there came inner voice in me. I heard something. No, there are lots of things, lots of karma to do in this life. Why are all they crying? Because I couldn't feel like this person or that person, but I heard a voice in me. I have lots of karma to do in this life. Oh no, I'm not going to leave my body. That was the moment where it is very difficult to describe also. I was in death position, I was just lying position. Every so many people were there, maybe more than 40, 50 people. But it happened to me all of a sudden. There was all light and light. There was nothing. I could feel me, I, you. There was nothing like that. There was just light everywhere. When I opened my eyes, I could see only light and love, the universal love of oneness, where there was only emptiness, where there was nothing, where there was no Sajna, where there was not this person or that person. So I just felt, okay, they are there. But it was not like that. I was able to feel even me also. So that was the time when universe blessed me with all the light and love. And it was the time where I felt the same moment, the oneness, the universal love of oneness, where I was not I, neither anyone was there. It was like all beings, all each and every beings in this universe were just in one love, in oneness of light within universal love. So that was the moment where I felt about non-separation. So there, I didn't feel Sajna as a body, Sajna as a mind or spirit, or Sajna with being with all family, this or that. Just only one light of love from the universe. That was the universal love. That moment already, it was a glimpse. I had been again. I don't know what word to use. Either I use awakened or a rebirth, but the miracle happened from the universe within the purity and truth. And that was the time I knew what actually means meditation. I didn't know what actually is meditation, but the word came, meditation, and the universal love, the oneness, the wholeness, and each and every being, either human being or flowers, plants or animals, we all are one. That moment was a very big transformation for a young girl.
I'll
Yeah,
say.
for a young girl, isn't it like she got married and then all of a sudden after 1 month this happened, and you know what would it had happened, but there was nothing which was disturbing me. I was not like in my mind worried of what others are thinking or what others are saying. Nothing was bothering me. Just from that moment till now, that light, that love is always like one flame within the universe, within you and me. I don't feel like Karin is there, I'm here. There is no separation because the frequency, the energy, the vibration of that universal love of oneness which blessed me at that moment is the time where everything changed in my life.
Oh, I'll say.
I don't, yeah, I can't even say like my life. I don't want to say like my, because there is nothing my, me, or that. So it's just like illusion. I might say my, but nothing is there which is my or your. So that was the time where everybody wanted to know about me because a girl was married and there was a question for everyone what had happened to her. Maybe she had gone mad or something, because I can understand it for a normal, not normal, might sound egoistic, I don't mean to say like that, but from a normal lay person within ignorance, one will always project whatever one have understood from
Yeah.
their mind, isn't it? So everybody had a question what had happened to her. She was like normal and what is happening. So that was the time I never knew about what is meditation, meditate. And that was the thing, like something, the immense of light. That is why I always say, whatever we verbalize, maybe the words might not be powerful. Maybe I might not have words to express or even to say But what I feel, what I believe, and what I have experienced is like without words too, without verbalization too, what actually we can do is all is about energy, and that is the oneness, what is it all. Yeah.
Amazing. I just thank you so much for sharing that. I felt
Thank you.
chills. And I always do. You told me that story, and all I can say is wow. I mean, it's amazing now that you're able to, even if you can't articulate, you transmit the feeling. You really do
Yeah.
transmit that feeling. So thank you for sharing that with us. There is a question here from Bradley. Are you in that space of oneness all the time, or are you going in and out of duality?
So, since that time, there is nothing where I'm going in and out of duality. That is what is happening every moment, every time, since 23 years. That's why every moment, the vibration, the frequency, the understanding, the energy is just in one flow of universal love.
Okay, so this leads me to a question I had for you that maybe others are thinking as well, because we live in a world that is, has conflicting contrasts, right? That helps us
Yeah.
decide things and learn things and know things. But how do you manage, like, you're a mom, you're a wife, you're a householder, and you're in this frequency of oneness? Please tell us about that, navigating that.
Yeah, that is the thing. Like, yeah, in outer world, it seems like I'm a mother. It is true. I'm a mother of 3 children. I'm somebody's wife, or even like children, child, or friend, or multiple role. So within that also, it is just flowing in an easy way, not in a complicated way. Why? Because of that oneness, which is the flow of the universal love. There is nothing from my heart. This is my children, or this is my husband. I have to love him in different way, or my children to love him or her in a different way. That is the thing which is very difficult to show also. And even sometimes, even people question, I don't say you like you are you holding your child every time when they were child also, because that's the feeling, okay, this is my child. This is not only my child, there are so many children, they are also somebody's child, so all are children and all are one in this universe. So in that way, I don't have any kind of expectation or attachment. I don't mean to say anything in an egoistic way. Sorry if my words might sound in that way, because you are asking, and it's very difficult again to go in that way. That is all. Every moment, as Bradley had asked, the universal love of oneness flows every moment. Maybe you might say, then why you had children? Maybe, isn't it? As I already told, when I got married, just soon after 3 days only, it all happened to me. It didn't happen. Maybe there might be in somewhere in conscious labor or unconscious labor. I can't say. I can just say my nature only, but the things which I don't know or I haven't understood, I can't express that thing, isn't it? So that's the reason, like, even when I had to be bounded in a physical way, like in a materialistic way or outer world, like a wife or this or that, then that was really feeling like, oh, isn't it, like, how can I be in this state? But the same time, even when I express to my children or husband, I say, I'm born here for all and I'm for all. The same flow is coming from me, and it has never become difficult. And maybe I thank to universe, not maybe, I thank to universe to, like, the environment where I am, even at home, my husband or my children or my parents, because I'm surrounded every time with them. So they all are very supportive. They are never like questioning or not supporting in that way. So they are just letting me flow in the flow of whatever it is, because I have from my mouth also, the moment that time I have already told, I'm here for everybody, because there is a call from the universe which I have already felt. What is the purpose? Like, not only purpose of my life, why we are here, I have failed. So since that time, this is always like that. Now also, my children, maybe if you ask to them also, they will tell you clearly, I have never spent so much time with them too, and I have flowed that energy, like, made them understand to, like, what actually it is, what actually means universal love. Because if I feel like this is only my child, then where is the compassion, where is that love? Isn't it like
Yeah.
separating? How can I separate this and that? Universe haven't separated, nature haven't separated. Who am I to separate? With the ego of this body or with the ego of my mind? It's like that, Karin.
Oh, yeah. I think too, watching your family when I stayed with all of you, and the support and just the understanding, but the environment was absolutely incredible. And I try to share that with people when I try to share my experience. There is a just such a supportive environment that is created, and I feel like co-created among all of you, that is so wonderful and nurturing, and it doesn't feel separate. It feels really wonderful. It's a wonderful experience, and also your care and nurturing that you give to this orphanage. I had the chance to visit with you. I know that you and your husband take care of how many
Yeah.
additional children?
Oh, there are 13 children at home,
Yeah.
and we are taking care after more 10 children outside too. Because that is also, I will tell you openly, that was also like, it was not like I have pre-planned in my
Yeah.
mind, like, okay, now I'm going to do. But that was also when I was having exam of my masters, like they were in need, the children were in need. So I feel like, why don't we support whatever we can? It's not about like to serve others. There are so many ways. We are at home, we are staying at home. See, the children are in need. So why don't we take care? So my brother, my elder brother, and because when somebody told me about that, I was so like feeling like, oh, so much pain here. Oh no, I need to go just now. It doesn't matter if I will be
Wow.
late in my exam too. So immediately we went, and that was the thing. I felt like, no, we are staying at home, so why don't we care whatever we can do? And I immediately called all my family members, my grandmother, like these children are in need. There were 20 at that time. So whatever we can, we are supporting, like it's already 11 years, and
Wow, so
outside
beautiful,
also.
so beautiful. And all the children or the people that you affect, and you served thousands of people and touched a lot of lives.
Yeah, but I feel, Karin, I should not think in that way. Neither I think in that way. I just feel like we all are one, and it
Right.
doesn't matter, in one way or another way, whatever I can. Why not to do? Because that was the thing which I promised myself, because I knew what is my karma or action to do. So that's the moment, like I feel, even one of my single word or even one of my single action will benefit even one to, why not to do?
Yeah.
That is what I feel happy for that, and I feel blessed from the universe, not only for me, for all those. And I feel like how one is healed or how one is benefited is also, it's about not only me, it's about their openness. When one allow oneself, because it's not only me who will be having only love and light, because we all are here born as expression of love and light. And
Yeah.
we all have inner life within us, inner child within us. And that love and light is the seed which has been planted from the universe to each and every one. So all are unique in their own potential, and we all are unique in our own expression. So in one way or other, whatever we can do, why not to do for each other? It doesn't matter, like everyone have their own skill too. Or maybe now, say you are calling me and inviting me, and I'm with you. So that is also your unique expression of sharing love to the universe. You are also serving in one way. So if we take that in that way, then it becomes very easy to flow. But if we understand serving or the love means only in a spiritual way or within another realm, then it might be more difficult. So really, to be loved, to be open, to love, to share, it's all whatever we have, it's within us. It's not only me, I have, but each and every one, they have that capacity. Because see, just we can take our own example. When we are born as a baby, as a child, see how joyful the environment is, how lovely it becomes even if a child smile or cry. Because a child, when child is born, child brings joy and happiness, an expression of love to all. In that way, So, see, now we seem like we are now in this age, but once we were also child. And if we really are truthful to us, and if we really take time to look within us, it doesn't matter whatever age it is, within the number counted. But if we try to focus on ourselves even 5 minutes and see and feel yourself, those moments when you're a child, how joyful, how happy it becomes. So we all have that in everyone.
I love that because that gives everyone a chance to take the journey of self love, knowing that it's somewhere in there and you
Okay.
could find it. We have a question for you from Janelle Kura. What about when the love doesn't come naturally? How should we deal with our defilements?
Yeah, that's the thing. Because, love itself may be misunderstood in many times. Maybe we might feel love itself is more about related with romantic love, or even sometimes, when I'm talking about love, and everyone are asking why you are expressing that. But I
Yeah.
mean the love which is without any condition, which is without any expectation, just it is like accept. So whatever Janelle is writing, the love always comes naturally if we accept, if we allow ourselves to accept whatever it is. But in the beginning itself, if we try to project or to make some kind of thing in our head, then there will be always confusion. So for that self-love too, it is about accepting whoever we are.
So when you say it's like, what about our defilements? Is accepting that darker shadow side we
Yeah,
don't want to accept?
accepting. It doesn't matter because we all learn from darkness too. Within darkness, there is light. See, even in night time, what happens? The moon shines, the star shines. So, if we allow to feel or flow whatever it is, whether it is our dark side or even bright side, then we are able to learn, to understand it, and to flow it in a natural way. So everything, we should never ever try to force ourselves to be this and that. Let it flow. Let the emotion flow. It doesn't matter. We all are born here as a body, and spirituality is like we all are a spiritual being. And within this suffering and pain, sadness and sorrow, everything, every moment, we learn everything, and we are able to grow within the darkness also. There is always brightness.
Thank you very
Thank you.
much. Now that we're dipping, this is so beautiful, into some of your teachings, and they're all woven together so beautifully. I just was curious if there's a way to just give a little overview of the teachings. Are there a few key components for people watching that we can integrate or be aware of to live our best
Yeah,
life?
to live our best life also, it's about boundaries. We should know what is our boundaries. If we don't know what actually means our boundaries, then there is no balance. And balance isn't something which we can seek afterwards. Balance happens every moment, now and then, as nothing is permanent, even at this moment to say. Just a moment before we're talking about something, then again we are jumping on another topic. So nothing is permanent, nothing is there which we can hold. Though for a moment within illusion we might feel like, oh, we are holding our anger, or we are holding our sadness, or we are holding our pain. But actually we are not able to hold anything. It's just illusion of mind which we feel like we are holding. So everything is about balance. And how can we have a right balance is every now and then. So to listen to our own boundaries, we should know that's what actually means self-care, self-love, self-compassion. It doesn't mean in an egoistic way that now you tell, okay, I love myself only. I'm not going to share, or I'm not going to love others. It's not like that. It means like we should know our own limitation of our own body and mind too. For example, even like we can take some example. When we want to watch television, I can just give example like that. Maybe a movie. It might be for 3 hours or 4 hours, like that. Sometimes what happens is like that when we watch that movie, within 1 hour we might get tired too. But still, though the body is already signaling you are tired now, but what mind says, no, I want to watch whole movie. It doesn't matter if it will take 4 hours also. So slowly, there will be not good connection of your own mind and heart, own mind and your spirit, that energy. Then slowly, there will be no connection at all within yourself. You don't need to go outside your own mind and body. So that moment when your body is giving signal, okay, now you have to stop here. Then when you don't listen at that moment, see what will happen
Well, yeah.
afterwards. There will be no balance, there will be no harmony, there will be disharmony within your own mind and body. So then afterwards we might say like, oh no, see what is happening to me, my energy is getting low, why me. This happens like that. So it's very important to have balance. It doesn't matter, it's not only about particular things. So that is how we can develop in our day-to-day life also, like about meditation also. For example, if you want to meditate, if you might feel like, okay, I will be going to meditate for 10 hours, and you'll be meditating and meditating for 10 hours without realizing yourself, like what actually, how actually your body is functioning or your mind is functioning. So everything should be balanced. You should have balance. You should know and understand about it to have a good balance in day-to-day life. So balance doesn't mean like, okay, for whole day now I'm going to be balanced. It's not like that. Every now and then is balance. To have balance also, we should allow within that balance, because that is what we are talking about: universal love, and compassion. So it is about loving and caring ourselves moment to moment, being aware, not being attached with any of our own emotions, just letting it flow, whatever it is, just expressing it. That is all how is important to have balance. If you travel for 5 hours, or if you, for example, if you like feeling traveling to somewhere, and you just travel and travel for 1 month, and one day there will be time where your whole energy will be drained.
Yes.
So we should understand our own boundary and be in that.
Thank you. That's a very important reminder. I can very much relate to that. I need to hear that again. I want to ask, though, in those times when things are so heated and many people are facing some unprecedented conflict in their lives, and you can go off balance pretty easily, and you find that you're there, what are some things you can do in that moment just to
Yeah.
get back to center?
Yeah. In that moment, just pause for a moment. It doesn't matter, whatever it is. Just have a break. Pause even for 1 minute or even for hour, whatever time you have. Just be in yourself. Maybe it might not be easy just to be in yourself. At that time, just focus on your breath, because breath is the thing which it stops. Then you'll feel like, okay, now I'm not here in the body. So at that moment, just pause. It's not important that you really need to close your eyes. If you just want to close your eyes also, you can just close your eyes. Just pause for a moment. Take time to feel your own breath. That will be helpful for you. But please, that is all what I really want to say is like, balance is not beyond us. And all whatever we are talking about, love and compassion and every momentary things, awareness, it's all here in our own body and mind, being a human body and mind, and spirit itself is energy. So what we learn is learn from ourselves. It's not being ego, but it's just realizing and understanding your own true nature of your own mind, body, and spirit. So, which will be helpful to live moment to moment, because here we have to live moment to moment.
Yeah.
We are not able to plan for future, though for a moment we might seem we are able to plan for the future, or maybe we are able to hold something, but we really have to understand nothing is permanent. So, if our emotions are flowing in an expression of tears, in an expression of love, in an expression of joy or sadness, anger also, we should never be stressed at that moment. Just let it flow. Because if we try to suppress that moment, then after some time, maybe not that real moment, maybe after some days or some years also, it will really, really again pop out and it will really again imbalance. So that's what why we really need to listen ourselves, our own voice. Within that there is peace. Within that there is inner freedom, because inner freedom is all love, expression of love. If we are not able to have our own inner freedom, inner peace, then our mind will be always stressed. And for others, it might seem like we are getting angry or we are frustrated or we are this or that, but actually, this is not like that. It's all ignorance. Who will want themselves to be noticed or to be told in that way? Because everyone have their own nature. That is what we really need to respect and understand. And we have to understand we are nobody in this universe to judge or to compare with anyone. Within judgment and comparison, there will be always pain. Within that, we will be losing ourselves. Like when we try to judge and compare, then where I am, who am I? We will be not able to focus on our own inner self. So that's why we really need to respect each and everyone. Just love, send love. If you don't feel like expressing with words also, at least we can wish from our heart. Just love and love. This will give us peace and freedom within us. That's all very important to live in day-to-day life in this world or universe.
It is so beautiful and it's so gentle. And it seems that it's pretty practical if we can just check in with ourselves. What about if you're not in touch with your inner nature, or it feels you want to be, but you're not quite there? Are there some steps to take so that you can
Yeah,
know your
that
inner
is
self?
sorry. Yeah, that is the thing. Like, what actually is needed to know about your own true nature is to accept, as I already said, acceptance is more powerful than to expect. Within that as acceptance, whatever we are, whoever we are, we will be able to find our true nature, because most of the time we are not accepting ourselves because we are just seeking everything outside. We are not looking our own divine nature, or we are not looking, or we are not even feeling for a moment love is within us, light is within us. So when we try to focus outside, when we try to seek outside, then we will be more overwhelmed or frustrated, or in one point we might feel, see, I have been reading so many books, or I have been traveling this place or that place, I did that and that, but I'm not able to find. But I can understand that also. I don't mean to caution in that way. That is all ignorance. Within that ignorance we do like that. So that's why it's very important to accept. It doesn't matter, like, if I'm an angry person, for others also, let it be. I have to accept myself as I am again and again focusing. It's not about being selfish, it's not about being ego, but within that we have to be careful. If I feel hungry, then if I try to understand, see, maybe Karin is also feeling hungry. See, in that way, the compassion is developed inside us. Because same moment, I'm not thinking of me only, like I'm hungry, I have to do. Same time, if I feel like, if I'm in pain, no, it's not only Sajna who is in pain. Whole world is in pain. Whole world is suffering. So what is there? Like I'm thinking. So everyone have their pain. Maybe for you that pain might be small, or for others different. But pain is pain after all.
Yeah,
So
pain is pain.
if we try to see and feel in that way, then we will be in our own inner peace and love, and in our own inner nature. So it's all moment to moment. We really need
Okay.
to be, it's not like being aware, like focusing and pressurizing, oh, you have to do this and that. It's not like
Yeah.
that.
It's
Let
gentle.
it flow. If, yeah, just be gentle to yourself. Let it flow, you know.
That's so beautiful. And when we give ourselves permission, it
Yeah,
opens up
you have
space.
to
Yeah.
give purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is like,
Thank
so
you. Thank you so, so
everything
much.
is beautiful.
Yeah, no,
Everything is beautiful and perfect.
indeed, right?
And this is what we learn from nature, Karine. That
Yes, I
is
was going to
what we
ask you about
learn
that.
from nature.
Yes,
I will talk to you about nature now.
please,
So why
please.
I'm telling about inner nature and outer nature.
Yes.
Till now we are more about talking about nature, but our inner nature. Now, why outer nature, like the nature which we see from our
Yes.
eyes,
Yes.
the four elements, even if we take ourselves, see, when we are talking, see, there is liquid flowing. That is also water element, isn't it? Now
Yes.
we are sitting in chair. That is
Yep.
also earth element,
Okay.
isn't it?
Yes,
And
Earth.
we need wind. See what is needed to breathe. We need wind also. That is wind element to breathe. The air is there.
Yeah.
And fire. See, you are getting blast too. Red, red, red.
Yeah.
There is
Yeah.
fire too.
Yeah.
So, whatever we learn from nature, our own inner nature and outer nature. Because in the beginning itself, I told you, we all are one. If there is no separation, then how can the outer nature be separate from ourselves? Just like one. Outer nature and inner nature is one. There is no separation. So when we are not able to find that nature, outer nature, then it's really very difficult to understand our own true nature. So every moment, if we are really able to go inside us, then we are really able to feel the non-separation too.
Yeah.
So maybe sometimes it might be difficult for someone to understand in that way. You know, maybe if we go in the nature, if we hug tree, maybe the tree might not talk back, but still you'll feel so much love because nature is the place who never separates. The tree will not separate. This is Karin, this is Sajna. Because for the nature, they just give and give for everyone. Like we really get a lot from nature. So it's very important to understand that outer nature and the expression of our own, this human, what we call this human body, mind and spirit. So within that element, it really energizes. Like we talked about drained. If we are drained, then what to do? So it always depends on our own temperament and our own nature. If I might like water, I might like to go to for swimming, and I might get more energy, isn't it? Or maybe you might feel more relaxed to be grounded in the earth element, or another might like to just feel fresh in the opening space too, or with the air element too.
Yeah.
So it always depends on that. But what we really need to understand is when we go outside in the nature too, there are different, if we just take example of the forest too, there are different kinds of trees. Some might be very big, or some might be small, some might be herbs, like that. But how beautifully all are together,
Yes.
just like an expression of love. See how they are there. So why we can't be together, isn't it? The nature is showing about non-separation. There are differences. Even if we say about rocks also, rocks might be small, big, large, this and that, but still all are perfect and unique in their own uniqueness and beauty. And nature and this universe have accepted each and every one. It's not only about the outer nature, not only about human being, even the birds or animals or plants or this and that. So that's why I feel more connected with the nature, because we ourselves, if we see ourselves as a body expression, as a speech, mind, spirit also, we are universe itself. And the nature is within us. That light of love is planted from the universe as a seed of expression of love. So if ever we feel desperate, if ever we feel like, oh no, I'm so sad, I'm being separated, just express your expression to nature. It doesn't matter whether it is about sadness, happiness, they will love you back. Maybe within the words, they might not tell you back, but the love is there. They will always accept you, keep you inside them, in their lap. See, now also we are talking from the lap of the mother earth. So this is why I'm telling about nature, because it's just only human mind. We are the one who have separated this and that,
Yeah.
isn't it? This is small, this is bad, this is
Yeah.
good. And it is only our expression of mind which creates separation. So within that separation too, people might feel and think in that way, like, okay, this tradition is good, this or that. So that's why I never feel like to talk about any tradition, this and that. For me, I respect each and every one, each and every beings.
Yes.
You, there is no you or me. We all are same. We all are equal. So there is nothing what is to compare or to judge. So within that, there is the flow of universal love. So it doesn't matter whatever one likes to follow. It's not only about spiritual things, it's about day-to-day life.
Yes.
Whatever you like to do, just do openly. Just feel your own heart. Listen to your own voice. You are the one. You are your own love.
Yes.
You are the divine expression of love. Love is divine and you are unique in your own potential. Just feel it, listen it, do, listen, love it, care it, nourish it, and flourish it. There is nothing which is there to say, okay, this is good, this is bad, you do this or that. No, only human mind will separate, not others. No animals is going to separate this and that, no birds or plants or flowers. So just love and accept yourself. Within that acceptance, you have that your inner strength, your inner love. Because when we are focused in our own inner light and love, then we are never alone or we are never separated, Karim. This is all love, 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 love. The universe always showers, the nature always showers with love to each and everyone. Even at this moment, it doesn't matter wherever we are. I'm here in Nepal as a ward or a place, a part, different part of nature. You might be in different part of nature. Maybe there are so many in different part of the nature. But still, we are connected, though it might seem we are here in Instagram, connected within it. But I'm thankful for this device and this electronic things too, even to Instagram too, who created. And we all are here able to be connected within this electronic device too. Distance never matters. It's all about energy, as we all are just a force of energy, and we all are a vibrational being. So at this moment too, I just feel love and joy to be with us as one big family at this moment too. There's nothing to feel. I feel that there is Corinne or there is somebody else. Doesn't matter if it is Corinne or whoever else. I might not know the name too. We all are one.
No. Hi, Sajana. Okay, part
Hi.
two, episode 17. Do you ever feel fear? Maybe we can start with that.
Yeah, I don't feel fear because there is nothing to lose, nothing to gain. Just it's only love and emptiness. That is all, just space. So if there is what there can be to have fear, if I would lose something or I would gain something, then surely there would have been fear.
So fear in the sense that you don't ever worry, no anxiety, even the low level fear, like just general stress. Like how does actually this leads me to a question I wanted to ask you, being that
Mm,
you're so trusting and connected to universal love, yet you're in a human body. Could you share with
yeah,
us a bit about your humanity? How is it being a human being with this understanding,
yeah.
the challenges?
That is the thing. Yeah, like I don't. Maybe challenges might sound not good because I don't mean in that way. For me, myself, I'm not stressed as I'm telling you all openly because if there would have been an expectation and attachment, then surely maybe I would have been fear. Whatever I feel from my heart, it always opens every moment for everything, everyone, everybody, even animals, even the horse or plants, this and that. If they are in pain also, I can feel that pain. So that is the thing. So for me, if ever there is pain, as I'm also a human being, I also have body, I might have outer physical pain. So at that moment also what I feel, I'm not the one who is suffering. I'm not only the one who is having this pain. So it doesn't happen in it has not happened in that way, but sometimes it might happen. For me, I'm fine. I was not fine for like in 2014 too. I can tell you my own story. Not fine in a way like in a physical body, because I tell you all, we all have a human body. I'm not like beyond human being. I'm not alien or something. I have body too. Mind is always strong. Body can be sometimes low too because I'm here as a body. So how can this body be so super strong every time? Sometimes there might be physical pain too. So it's normal for me, and I'm not stressed with all whatever I might face in outer body, but within the ignorance, that is what I want to tell you. Not me, but within the ignorance of expectation, not my own expectation to others, but others' expectation. But I say you openly, I'm not complaining or telling in a wrong way. Just within that ignorance, they feel sometimes like this Sajna is a spiritual person, and why is she suffering in this human body, like outer part? That might be sometimes challenging, not for me. I'm not challenged, but when I see them who is in front of me in pain, then it really makes me painful, not for me, for them at that moment. So whenever, if my body is not fine, I'm happy to face whatever it is. So that's why I really go inside my room and better not to be with anyone. So because I'm not panic with whatever it is happening to me, that's the thing. But
Okay.
time and again, as I told you clearly, this is what I have faced.
Yes. Yes. Which goes back to maybe what you were saying earlier in part one about boundaries too.
Yeah. It's not about boundaries because it's about like I already told you, it's about ignorance.
Okay.
We all have our own understanding. What I tell you, even when we speak, what I mean to say you, maybe you might understand in your own way. Even in a school also, we can just give example in a practical way.
Right.
When we were as a child, in a school child, or even in college also, the teacher teaches same. If we are a math students or science or English, whatever it is, the teacher teaches same course, same syllables to each and every student in the classroom.
Yeah.
But why it happens, some becomes first or second, third, or even some fail or some in different rank. So the teacher was planting same seed to everybody, but it always happens to our own capacity, our
Yeah.
own ability, how we are able to grow in it. That is all what I feel. And that
Very
is
true.
also natural. Yeah, and that is also natural. That is also, I'm not complaining. That is what I mean to say. We all have our own unique potential. We all are unique in our own state. Maybe we might, for outer way, we might feel like I might not have skill of cooking, but maybe I might have another skill. So that is also unique. This is why it's very important to respect each and everyone, to accept whoever they are, to accept whoever I am,
Yes.
without judgment, without comparison.
Yes.
That gives us freedom and peace within
Oh,
us.
yes, most definitely. And you were speaking a bit about, you used the example of a teacher, and there actually was a
Yeah.
question that came up that said, do you have a particular, like, were you guided in any way at any point by a guru or a teacher, or is there someone
Oh,
that you admire?
so or maybe light is gone. Okay, electricity is gone. This is Nepal. Yeah, like introduce the going. Yeah, so sorry.
Back? Hi,
Yeah,
we've reunited.
so
Welcome
yeah,
back.
sorry. Yeah, it was like that. There was electricity was
No
gone.
worries, no worries.
Yeah.
So, as you were saying,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Maybe somebody was asking, do I admire some guru or this or that?
yeah, or
Isn't
if
it?
you've worked
Yeah.
with one in the past.
No. Yeah. Nobody, as a portion, I haven't made any guru or I haven't walked with anyone.
Hmm.
So whatever had happened to me, as I have, maybe he was at the end. I have already told you the story. Soon after my 3 days of marriage, I was like in an unconscious state. There was universe blessed me with all whatever I'm expressing with you all. It was all happened in that one moment. It was not like I have learned from somebody or I have made any gurus as a person. I respect each and every one, but as a person, I don't have any guru. Maybe he means to say as a spiritual guru or master. I don't have that. Thank you.
Thank you. So, this guidance that you were given was in a spontaneous
No,
instant
whatever, yeah, it happened.
in
It
that
just
moment. Yeah,
happened
that awakening,
from,
truly. And
yeah,
I'm
from
so
that
curious. Yeah,
moment.
because it's so unique, and there's probably, you could probably count the number of human beings on the planet at this time that have experienced that, which is, you know, just again, it's super unique. But I've always wondered, like, do you have to take time to integrate that, or is there just a knowing? Like, if you're given that gift and that blessing, is it
No,
just,
it doesn't take time to integrate. It
okay,
just flows each and every moment.
wow, wow. And then the calling for yourself to teach and share. And I'm curious
It
if you
all
could.
happened.
Mhm.
Yeah, it all happened that moment, that
Okay.
moment already. And the day when it all happened, next day, so many people were interested to visit me and they
Wow.
came. And I also don't know what had happened to me. But when they were there, that was the moment when I touched them, they told they were healed. So that was where the healing was also. So whatever I have experienced, I feel all that is about the universal love, the expression of love.
And that just keeps evolving for you, Sajana?
This is all since that moment. It's
Okay.
always there. No, even a second or a moment is there where
Oh,
I'm
wow.
beyond that.
I want to just take this time to point attention to your social. To find Sajana, she's on universal underscore universal love. And also, you have a website that you are developing just to kind of
Yeah.
connect with the world.
So one thing I would like to share, if anyone would like to share something, if there is anything which they feel like I can do something for them, then please or are welcome to write me mail. You can write me mail or connect me in any way, whatever I
Wow,
can, I will do.
that's
Yeah, for
beautiful.
future plans, like as I have been doing workshops and retreats since 23 years, and even not only in Nepal, like in US, in Europe, and in Nepal too. So at this moment, we don't have any plan for 2020, for 21, like how the situation will be. According to that, now we are planning to organize retreats
Great.
and workshops. And now at this moment, I'm doing online gym program, mindfulness and compassion program,
Yeah.
and even other programs too. So if anyone is willing, then we are ready to do. I'm ready to do workshops and retreats, online retreats and workshop too. So our future plan is always serving in different ways, whatever we can do. So now also at this moment, since 23 years, I do one session, also counseling programs also,
Yeah.
and then individual meeting, retreats, pilgrimages, as you know,
Yes.
and workshops, seminars like that. So in future, even the plan is this is all work plan to create a space, a universal home for everyone, where the space is there to flow in the energy and just nothing to do, just everyone can be there as being in their own home, just to relax under the universal love as a big family.
That's beautiful and so needed. So that's going to be something you'll be able to share with people how they can find that and be part of it?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
wonderful. We'll look forward to that. It's so important, community now, and to feel, when we feel connected, of course, first to ourselves, but it's so nice when you're with like minds and like hearts, right?
Yeah.
I also want to, before I forget, because I do always ask every single person who joins me here on Spiritual
Yeah.
Split Splash, is there a resource, I mean, where you recommend that you, like a book or even a movie or, I don't know, a plant that they can talk to? I don't know, a tree, I don't know, something you
Yeah.
recommend for others?
This is the thing, like, I feel, as I have already told, it always depends on how we feel. The same book, if I read that same book, maybe you might feel that in a different way. So it should be always of one's own interest and choice, and listen one's own voice. And another thing is, like, what I would like to say, flowers or plants which are available everywhere, they are our heart, they are expression of ourselves. That is what I have talked about, outer nature. So if you really wish to be connected with your own inner and outer nature, whatever plant or whatever flower you would really love to have in your home or in your place or in your bedroom, anywhere, that would be really a beautiful part of you to be together as one love of expression. That is all. And about book, you are asking me as, but for me, really personally and truly telling, I really don't feel like recommending this book or that book,
Okay.
because, as I already told, everyone
Yeah.
can do whatever they like, you know. But as you really want, then I would not recommend. It's not like the word recommendation, I don't mean in that way, and I don't really want to recommend, but just telling, I love these books, Tibet's great yogi Milarepa. So it's all
Ah.
about love, and how one can really be the expression of love, how one's ego really destructs everything, and how anger and hatred and revenge will destroy everything, and how love can really, again, within the expression, really can make me one saint or yogi. So this is really true story
Oh,
of
wow.
Milarepa. Yeah,
Yeah, I love
Tibet's
Milarepa.
great
Wow.
yogi Milarepa. So this is all what
Thank you.
I would like to say for practical use,
Sure.
not like recommending in that
No,
way.
of course. Yeah, understood. It's always a matter of language.
Yeah.
Just truly, the most important thing I think that I learned from you, and I've talked to many, many people who have also spent time with you, and it just that the way to find our own way. We all have that seed, and you create that space and that guidance. And I really admire that in you, you know, as a master of spirituality. And I say that even higher than a teacher, because you just are it. You live it, you know. And I find sometimes when people work with an individual, there can be this, even myself at one point, I think I had a conversation with you and I'm like, just tell me what to do. And you were like, I want you to have that strength in you. And that was gold for me, because it shows the integrity. It shows the, you give the information to empower, you know, and it's so good, because we all want to grow, but it would be so easy for, particularly, I'll speak of myself from a very vulnerable point of view, to be dependent, you know, and to say,
Yeah.
oh, I can only feel this way if I'm in the presence of Sajana, or I can only feel this way if I talk to her every single day, you know. And you said, you're always connected. We're always connected. We're always one. And I have to say, I didn't really understand it in that moment you said it, but it makes so much sense now. It really does. And I just want to wholeheartedly share that, because for anyone who might be contemplating working with a teacher, or just not sure where to take their next step spiritually, I can just say that your presence encourages the inner connection, which naturally evolves. And what you told me and how I learned from you was completely different than some of the other people. And I just realized just the jewel in that your ability to know what each person kind of needs, because we are all different. It's so
Yeah,
lovely.
because it's your love, you know, it's your love you are expressing in that way, Karin.
Yeah.
So I think you are more over talking about your own love. I can understand it, you know, the way how you are expressing me
Oh, okay. Oh,
and
really?
telling
Okay,
me,
great.
yeah,
Well,
you
that's
have
how I
that love
interpreted it.
inside you. That's why you can say love outside you also. That's all compassion. That's all true love and purity and clarity. Thank you, Karin.
Thank you. Thank you. And someone's asking, Karen, can I ask you how you have translated Sajana's wonderful teachings in concrete ways to practice them in your life? Yeah, I think that is one way, in just knowing whenever I feel that rising urge that I can't figure it out and I feel dependent and I want to just shoot Sajana a text, which I have. Sajana, what should I do? and and you've been so helpful to me in guiding with let go. I probably have a dozen texts that I say, just let go, just true, and that I should trust myself, and it's given me strength. So I would say, Jilnai Kura, that has been the best application for me, is the trust in myself. And I think for a really long time, I abandoned myself. I didn't think that I had the answers. So sometimes if you just have the container, for me, that's how I absorbed your teachings in a big way. And probably every human being, Sajana, would you say, if you were to interact with individual people, you would believe each one could figure it out for themselves?
Yeah, I believe each and everyone can feel and figure it out. That is like acceptance is more powerful, and love is the essence of everything, the source of each and every essence. So accept it, love it, whoever you are. Just allow yourself to flow in a natural flow. It doesn't matter whatever you are unique in your own way. You are love. You are just love.
Sajana, what if someone comes to you and asks you, what's my purpose? What's my karma? What should I be doing with my life? Where's my northern light?
Yeah, that's the thing. Everyone have their own purpose in this universe. As when we are unique in our own way, then there is purpose too. But whatever purpose it is all related with the universe and the nature and ourselves. Like we all are one part. So purpose will be love,
Okay.
and within that love, one have their own skill and one own expression of their own purpose too. So it always depends on one's own temperament and their
Okay.
own nature. So it might be different from person to person, though it might look like different from person to person, but the destination is same. That is divine love of oneness within ourselves, which is the oneness and uniqueness in the flow of universal love.
So in the case where you feel you have an expression that you have to share with the world, yet it doesn't seem that it fits necessarily in the 3D reality of making money and being a householder,
Yeah.
how do you advise?
Yeah, because we all have our own unique way, unique purpose in one. Because if we try to see in that way, then maybe it might be more like formal or more lovable. But if we try to see and point it out, okay, this is a man, this is a household, or this is the
Okay.
businessman, this and that, like if we try to separate, then there will be separation.
Okay.
Just if we try to understand, we all are here to serve in one way or other to one another. It doesn't matter if one is making clothes, then another will buy, isn't it?
Right.
And wear that cloth. And somebody maybe they are planting some fruits or plants, or someone is selling this and that. So in one way or other way, if we try to understand and feel in that way, okay, we all are here as servers in one way or another way we are serving, then there will be more easiness. But if we try to make it complicated, then our mind will really take all those things within all the complication
Yeah.
and illusion. And within that illusion and delusion, we will be not in peace with ourselves.
Very true.
Thank you.
Truly amazing. Is there anything else, that you would like to share that we didn't cover that you'd like to share with everyone?
It's like sharing will never end, Corinne. Isn't it? If we
We're
tell,
gonna have to do this again. I'm just putting that out there.
yeah,
This will
isn't it?
not
If
be
we
a
tell
one-off.
within just only one word or one
Yeah.
sentence,
Yeah.
or even years also, we
Yeah.
are always connected together, and just feel free to share whatever you want to express. So
Well,
I'm
someone's here.
always,
Thank you so much for the lovely live. And Gail's asking, do you always feel love? Is that always
yeah,
connected to you?
yes. This is what I
Wow.
always feel. Love, love, love. Thank you.
That's beautiful. You know what I would like to ask you, Sajana? if just before we
Yeah.
end this, would you just take us through a little guided meditation, or do it whatever you need for us in this moment to send us off on our way?
Oh, okay. Maybe I can chant.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Om Bhurabhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Varigo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo na prachodaya Dhiyo yo na prachodaya Buddham saranam gacchami Dharmam sharanam gacchami Buddham saranam gacchami Dharmam sharanam gacchami Shangam saranam gacchami Ho Shangam saranam gacchami Ho Om Mani Padme Hum 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 Om Tari Tu Tari Om Tari Tu Tari Om Tari Tu Tari Om Tari Tu Tari Om Tari Turi Turi Soha Om Tari Turi Turi Soha Om Namo Namo Na Om Namo Namo Na Om Namo 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 Na Om Namo 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 Na Om Shanti 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 Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
We all can pray or wish for the benefit of all beings. May all beings be always happy. May all beings be free from all sufferings. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be liberated. May all we be united in the universal love of oneness. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you, Sajana. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So much love to you, and so much love to all of you who've watched and been with us.
To you and all too. Thank you.
Thank you so much.